Hello everyone, my name is Jake Felton and I'm here to tell you all about my Eagle Scout Service project. As a little boy, I loved being outside and visiting zoos, farms, rescues, and anything else having to do with animals. I joined Cub Scouts as a tiger and enjoyed all the outdoor adventures it had to offer. As a scout, I helped many boys complete their projects, so it allowed me plenty of time to think about mine. I wanted something unique and one that reflected my passion for wildlife conservation and animal science. My English teacher at the time, Mrs. Saul, suggested that I speak to Mrs. McDermott since she spent time volunteering at the OC Birds of Prey Center and thought that it would be a good collaboration. It turns out that it was a perfect match and my Eagle Scout project collaboration began. I was invited to tour the facilities and hear about certain needs that the center had. With these in mind, I decided to fulfill their need for a drain along their bird cage that gets flooded regularly during weekly wash and cleanouts. The best method that was discussed was a French drain design that consists of a long narrow ditch cut out in the dirt where the water pools. The dug trench is fitted with a pipe that has holes in it that prevents rocks and soil from following the water, thus quickly and effectively pulling the water down from the pool into the drain at a 1% slope, removing water from the ground and moving it towards a designated area 30 feet away. After studying the design of the French drain, I returned to the OC Birds of Prey Center to double check all my measurements and confirm what material they wanted me to use and where they wanted the water to drain towards. We discussed the gravel and the bark that were on site and available for me to use, and the only items I needed to purchase or find were pipe and sleeve mesh to cover over the pipe. With this design, I set out to gather materials and scouts to help do the work. 30 feet of 4-inch PVC pipe was donated to me by a scout dad, Joe Aguirre, who owns a local pool service company. I drilled holes in the pipe using a power drill at home. I purchased a drain sleeve mesh to cover all of the pipe used in the project, and there were also, as mentioned, a large excess of gravel on site that the Orange County Birds of Prey Center had authorized me to use. As for tools, the project required shovels, a level, tape measures, wheelbarrows, and a few pickaxes. All of these materials were either already on site or owned by me or other scouts that were planning to attend my project. Now, since I've been an active member of my troop, finding enough scouts to help was not a difficult task. For volunteers, not only did I have scouts from my current troop, but also scouts from my former troop. I even had young boys from my time as a den chief attend my project. My leadership on the project consisted of mostly checking measurements and making sure that the drain was sloping down to the collection pool at the correct angle. The dirt that we had to dig up was really hard and difficult for smaller boys to dig. I had to rely heavily on the stronger teenagers and dads to create the trench along the building. Something that I had to overcome in the middle of the project was the midday unexpected heavy rain. We quickly put up easy ups that we had brought with us and continued our digging, sleeving of the drainage pipe, and the laying of the drain inside the trench. We moved the easy up with us to where we were digging the drain and placed the sleeved pipe into the drain. Then the rain subsided, and all we had left to do was move the gravel via wheelbarrow into the drain. The rain was an unexpected blessing since it softened the hard dirt by just a little bit. Once we had finished, it turned out just as I had pictured. The Orange County Birds of Prey Center was very pleased with the outcome. I think that the French drain will provide years of service as the center continues to help local wild birds. I am so grateful for my volunteers and to Peggy Chase and Mrs. McDermott for this opportunity at the OC Birds of Prey Center. A special thank you to Mr. Gookins for being my Eagle Scout project advisor, and I fondly remember Harriet the Hawk visiting during my project day and Larry the Bald Eagle visiting my Eagle Court of Honor. I have a lifetime of memories to reflect upon, and I cannot thank my family enough for their endless support in my scouting experience.